All right. Is everybody ready? Everybody ready for game number 1. It is going to be HP on Nixuh. Sheesh! I thought he was saying shut up to me. I was going to be a bit rude. But anyways, looks like the boys in gold have now secured the point for the time being. But here comes the break. Richenko flying him through. Fighting his previously known org, or the org that he's being lended from, or I'm not entirely sure how it works, but it doesn't matter. The boys in Nixuh are going huge for the boys. They're going huge for the boys. Goodness, my English. I'm just so excited about the 1,000 followers, it doesn't even matter. As Adnan goes huge for his team, breaks onto the point, and he is holding for the time being, but the rotation is coming on through. Look at Stark. He has a huge 1 versus 1 to win against Scorpio. But Scorpio reads the kill, and 3 go down onto the point. They go for scrap time as well. So, Scorpio already set up on the next hill here. I'm going to make it a little bit interesting to get this rotation coming on through. As Scorpio finds another one. That's 2 in a row now. But will he make the read onto Ivy Simping? The answer is no, as Ivy Simping cuts him down. And it seems like there is no real control for either side now, pushing on through. But as I said, on the pop, it's going to be pretty secure for his team. He's the man to watch, as he's currently 4-1, but Bevan is there with the pistol in hand to cut down his son. And Ivy Simping going huge there. And chaining the hill together, Shell Nixuh. Look at the Quater-final mage. Eventually getting cut down for it though, so back into the hill goes over aerial. And they need to make something happen here, as I don't even know what that kill feed means. But Bevan got an interesting kill there before getting Adnan's still staying alive. He is just trying his absolute best at this point in time. But it doesn't matter, the rotation is in, and Scorpio loses it to the back there by a Rechi. So, now spawns in control for the next hill for Aerial Gaming, and this could be crucial as they tend to hold this hill quite well. But as I say that, here comes Premium trying to make his way on forwards, and 3 go down. As I was going to say, that was almost perfect from the boys over at Aerial Gaming. It was perfect from Nixuh as they break on through and get set up on the next point. Stark trying to work his way on through as they try to funnel through the front of the hill now, which is not ideal as there's no real contest on the right side, and they're going to be cut down as only Stark is alive on that push, and it's looking like an uncontested 60 for Nixuh at this point in time. Stark so far pushed up. Eagle eyes, if you will, cutting out the player in the back there, but it doesn't matter. There's no real team pressure as finally something is beginning to develop here as Richie finds a 2-piece, and it's just going to be Adnan for the potential trade, and IB Simping is there to clean it up. But 19 seconds is not going to be enough to put you back into this game. Even though they'll have the full scraps, the rotation has to be perfect. And Richie might get some god timing here onto Scorpio. But Scorpio is there with the read, but it's almost Richie with the shots, but it doesn't matter. Rotation. 1 by Nixuh. Oh, I eat my words. Stark is also there. He finds 1. Adnan might be able to get the perfect pinch on through here. But still, down 60 points is not somewhere you want to be. But the spawn's in the back pocket, and they're going to be keeping it going here. Up perched like an eagle. As the time is ticking over for the boys over at Aerial Gaming now. But here comes the collapse. We're going to jump on board here with Mr. Mage as he flies on forwards. Fear Mage, your boyfriend really does love you. Here we go. Adnan pushing on forwards as he is holding strong. I believe that was, I was going to say a bit of a streak development for him, but it was his first kill. So it doesn't matter, but he is holding it together for his team as they answer back, and they are only down 25 seconds or so now. So off of the back of a terrible P3, they managed to answer back with almost a perfect P4, and the rotation should be coming on through now. And so, Image. Last alive now. 15 seconds down is Aerial Gaming, and we go to Pandemonium Hill, also known as, I don't know what to call this. This is just chaos at the moment. But it looks like the chaos has been controlled by Nixuh as they find a quick 3-piece there and secure the point and continue their lead. But only momentarily, as his teammates, the teammates of Aerial Gaming are slowly working their way through. Just trying to thread the needle here, it feels like he needs. He's going to do exactly that with a nice little two-piece coming through, and onto the site goes Bevan, as Bevan doesn't really like the AR maps, but he's doing fine in this point in time, as it is going to be 5 in a row now for Scorpio, really beginning to feel his groove, but this game is still relatively close, only 20 seconds between these two teams, but regardless, rotation is in onto the P1 we go. Rechi has to go huge for his team here. Not Rechi, sorry, IB simping. He sees Mr. Bevan, goes for the shot, but Bevan comes out on top. Trades on trades on trades. Rechi is there for the rotational kills, but it doesn't matter. Bevan with a quick three-piece, almost 4, finds Adnan, potentially goes for the challenge. That was a crazy set of events there, but unable to finish the kill. He really tried his best, but it is not enough, as it looks like Nixuh break their way back onto the board. But still, only 15 seconds between these two teams now. It's much more evenly matched than expected. Here comes Adnan, flying on through, trying to get a pinch together here. Waiting to see if he can find that two-piece. And he might just do that as he gets the timing onto Bevan. But as immediately traded, and he's something. Already on the rotation, but he is getting killed. So, rotation now 1. And they're just beginning to feel it. Premium and Mage bopping and weaving around the point, and they are beginning to develop a bit of a further away lead, and it is sort of snowballing now. As Scorpio, keeping it going, has no streaks to his name, even though he did manage to find 5 in a row, but it's not going to be enough at this point in time, as Premium is there to find 5 in a row, looking to turn his score positive, as working his way towards some streaks. But as you can see, the full 60 will be going the way of Nixuh, unless there's one more to the contest, and that's exactly what's going to happen to Premium. He needs one more kill to get streaks, but unable to finish it off, and it's going to be Ariel who busts on through at the last second to sort of keep the scraps messy, but it is not enough, as the rotation is in, and it has to be 1. But of course, it's going to be Bevan pushing up now. All 3 go down. A carbon copy from the first set of rotations, as it looks like it's going to be Nixuh who bullied their way onto the back of this next hill here, even though Ivy Simping is trying to make something happen. They were there first. Aerial Gaming was there first, but they were broken instantaneously. One of the players has just lagged out. So unfortunately, it is going to be a 3 versus 4 for the rest of the game. I believe we lost. Well, who did we lose? Am I crazy? Rechi, Adnan, IB Simping? Oh, it doesn't matter. We are 1 player down currently, 3 versus 4, 200 points in the back pocket for Nixuh, and they're going to keep it going now. Rotating from one side to the other, seeing if they can chain together these hills, but at the same time, they're trying to pick up as much time as possible on this point. They get this is going to be 230 to 117, and they simply have to waltz on through to the next hill. But Scorpio, he's ready to set up on next, and he finds one. He knows that IB Simping is in the vicinity. It was Stark. We have lost Stark. Well, Adnan and Rechi still trying to make something happen here. As the spawns have flipped on out back in favor of Aerial Gaming. But here comes the cavalry as Nixuh tries to burst away on through the front now, but it's still holding strong as Rechi with that AR in hand is keeping them at bay for the time being. But unfortunately, you can only get so many kills before Bevan slips the net around the back, and that caused enough of a commotion to let his teammates push on through the front. And onto the side they go. Only 20 seconds needed now for them to win, as Adnan doing everything he can desperately at the back. But it is not enough, as the spawns have eventually been broken, and onto the site go Nixuh. 13 seconds now, and they need to hold it perfectly. Spawns flipped on out. Rechi and Co pushing on forwards. That's enough to keep them off the point, but no one picking up time. Seems like it's became a game of TDM now for Nixuh. But I think, as I say that, it's going to be Premium to close it out there. 250 to 1. I think it was 17 in the end. No, 125. Hard A pressure coming out of the voice. Or B pressure, excuse me, coming out of the voice at Nixuh as Bevan draws the first blood there. And advantage already put in the court of Nixuh. Oh my goodness, look at Mage. Look at Mage. I don't think he saw Adnan. But Adnan definitely saw him, so the trade is immediate. 3 versus 3 bombers now going down. What is going on with the doors as the shots are raining out on the other end of the map? Adnan spots out Bevan. I'd be simping, slowly working his way up here. Scorpio finds Richie. Okay, I have be simping. He's there for the trade. 2 versus 2 currently. 16 seconds. These kills have to be immediate. It's just going to be a 1 versus 2 for IB simping. But he's flying around in all the wrong directions. He eventually finds the kill, but that's not what you want to see, as it is going to be the first round going the way of Nixuh. He just burst out between the players and found the first kill, but was unable to snap to the second. But I'm pretty sure most people wouldn't be able to snap to that second kill. But it doesn't matter. Further along we go. Round number 2. Bomb now going down on B. Immediately have full side control inside of Aerial Gaming. Information being played. Here comes Mage. He's trying to see if he can find that first blood. He knows that there's somebody in the vicinity. He gets the cross. Goes for the challenge. But unfortunately, IB simping. Quicker to the draw. The trades are in. 3 versus 3. Bomb is yet to be defused. Jump on board here with Bevan. He's trying to make something happen. Scorpio finds IB simping. Richie finds Premium. 2 versus 2. Adnan is there, but the defuse has to come immediately, as it is going to be a just Scorpio in a 1 versus 2. Running out of time. 7.5 seconds is all he needs, but unfortunately it is not going to be, as Aerial Gaming find their first round. Wow, nice shots though. Condolence kills, as the round still will be going the way of Aerial Gaming. Yes, unfortunately, the bomb was what ended it all. I'm going to board down with Nixuh back on attack to see if they can't get that bomb down as quickly as they did in the previous round. As they change things up a little bit, and they're attacking that B site very heavily. They have a 2-on-3 situation here. Mage just so aggressive. He throws caution to the wind, flying on forwards now. But IB simping, he might be in the perfect position here to sort of deny that, as they have unwittingly set themselves up for a desperate pinch at this point. Opportunity being used as Reggie draws the first blood. Oh my word! All 3 down. Scorpio last alive in a 1 versus 3. Perfect hold from Aerial Gaming. Look at that. It was like they thought that they were going to break it out, but every angle was covered from Aerial Gaming, and they managed to secure the W. Well, not the W, at least the kills. 1 versus 4, not impossible for somebody like Scorpio, but he has to go pick up that bomb with 37 seconds to work with. The odds are mounting against him. Oh, well, Richie is there. He reads him out, and he knows IB simping is nearby. He picked up the bomb? But here comes the team push. 1. Oh, well, he almost got the timing he needed onto the second, but unfortunately it was going to be Aerial Gaming with the kills and the round. 2-1. So, advantage back in favor of Aerial Gaming, and they are keeping things going, as that was a perfect defensive hold there. And I mean, what more could you ask for, am I right? But it doesn't matter. Here we go. Moving along forwards. Female drawing that first blood. It's immediately traded forward. Evan looking for a bit more, but he's unable to beat the doors. Is the ultimate thing here, as the bomb is going down, but it can be immediately denied by Scorpio as he chills out. But he picks up a gun, caught with his pants down, if you will, and he's immediately taken out. So 3 versus 2 now, and the retake has to happen as the bomb is down. Premium has been spotted out, so the call out is there. They know roughly where they're looking for him. Oh, 1 versus 3 for Mr. Premium, as Bevan was slain on the other end. nothing but shots to come to his name, and eventually they find the kill, and Aerial Gaming go up 3-1. So, Aerial Gaming looking like they are in the driver's seat for this S&D, I'd say. As they won, I believe that was the second or third round in a row. Second round in a row, excuse me. And it's looking like a B plant for the boys over at Nixuh, and they tend to get this bomb down relatively quickly. Not if Arnon has something to say about it. So let's see if your Hans are helping out in the chat, as he has a crucial 1 versus 1 to win here against Premium. Oh, Premium manages to get him to the side, but Premium is the one to sniff him on out. So Premium looking for a second. He knows there might be somebody in the vicinity. Bomb now going down. The Stark is there giving away his position. So 3 versus 4 retake for the side of Aerial Gaming. Make it a 3 versus 2 as Bevan takes out Rich. Oh, Stark was up close, and all of a sudden it's IB Simping left in a 1 versus 4. Oh, he's making a lot of noise on the other end of the map, but with 23 seconds and he has to get 4 kills and the defuse, things are mounting up against him really quickly, especially when he's running through doors, giving away audio cues. Was a nice little bait to find Mage, but it might not be the end. I'll be simping. It's the clock run on dry. And it is going to be Nixuh who wants it back with a round of their own. So, immediate retake onto the site, which is exactly what you need to see from the side of Nixuh there. Got the bomb down. Held strong. Bevan finding a nasty 2-piece. They keep it going now. Moving on forwards. Aerial Gaming with the bomb in hand. Seems like B is the play at the moment. I remember at the stage it used to be BB and nothing but B. And then it changed over to... My goodness, that amount of utility usage right there from Nixuh is exactly what you want to see as 2 players fall to the hands of nades. Unfortunately, it is going to be Bevan who's taken up our Stark, so it's a 3 versus 2, but like I was saying, it was typically all B at the start of the game, and then it went over to A, but nothing but A, and now it seems to be a healthy mix of the 2. Bomb is yet to go down, though, and it has been placed in a spot where I can pick it up. Richie is there trying to make something happen, but Stark lost alive in a 1 versus 3. 1 versus 2, excuse me. Aerial left wondering as they go down another round. And Nixuh even things up at 3 apiece. So, Aerial finds 2 rounds, Nixuh finds 2 rounds. Seems like it's going to be one of those back-to-back-to-back kind of S&Ds. And at the rate that it's going, it might just run the distance to around 11. I'm traveling swiftly over to A, and this Nixuh side has to get the bomb down. But, of course, it's going to be nobody else except IB Simping who's pushed up here, and he might have just made the play. He might have just made the play as he finds the first blood. But I thought for a second there that he was going to be burnt, but it doesn't matter, as they have the life count back in their favor. And the bomb is down. But look at Mage. He's pushed up. He might be able to get a kill of his own here. If Richie doesn't make the read. Richie makes the read and gets the kill. So 2 versus 4 for Mr. Bevan and Scorpion to clutch on up. Oh my word, I thought the turn and burn was on for Bevan, but not to be, as Scorpio finds himself in a 1 versus 4, has to pick up the bomb. He's not going to be checking his corners effectively, and IB Simping is going to be the one. Ooh! 1 versus 3, 20 seconds to work with. Will he get any more? Oh my word. Scorpio nearly with the iciest play that you'll ever see on Call of Duty. Didn't quite clutch up in the end, but it was close. So, kudos to him. He got some nice kills there. I really wasn't expecting that turn and burn, but it came out. And the round still went the way of Aerial, but it was made very close there off the back of Scorpio. Just being a veteran player. I mean, that is... Oh. Oh, that's a Twitter clip. I'm sorry. Regardless, it looks like A is the game, name of the game, as Aerial flies on through to see if they can get this bomb down as quickly as possible. Premium is to be the one to stop it out. He finds the first. Looking for the second isn't to be as IB Simping is the one to train him out. Well, Mage is there to find Mr. IB Simping to deny the bomb plant, and a 2 versus 3 is beginning to develop here. Well, Stark can't quite finish his kill. Adnan is there, last alive in 1 versus 3. And he has got to get this bomb down. Well, get some good timing to make it a 1 versus 2. But they know roughly where he is now. So Scorpio will probably be the one to make the read here. Well, maybe not. Adnan just flying on through. Has dead silence popped? Here he goes. Oh, he spots a Scorpion. Will he get the timing? Will he get the timing? Oh, that slide would have been a Q. Scorpio spots him out. But his life is still in play at the moment as Adnan is bopping and weaving here, making it as close as possible. Will we see a 1 versus 3 for Adnan? We have seen in the past, actually. Let's see those hints in the chat. Bevan is there. He challenges Bevan with an SMG in hand like it is an AR. He's going to be getting that bomb down, though. But it is not to be, as Nixuh eventually clutch on up, and they get the kill. 4 apiece. There we go. That's the support you need to see from Mage out in the chat. It was a nice try. I couldn't agree more. But in the end, nice tries don't win you rounds, as we are even Stevens, and it's looking very much like a round 11 is on the cards here. Oh, a 2-2 split at the moment. Bevan and Co. Keeping it going. Here comes Bevan with the Tommy gun in hand. Draws the first blood. Nice movement there, Adnan. See you in the next round. That was enough to clear the site, and the bomb should be going down. That's exactly what's going to happen. But if you look over your mini map, it's going to be Richie trying to sneak his way on through. I think Mage might have just spotted him out. Well, a bit of an awkward spread in terms of teammates now. As the shots are beginning to rain on out, and it's going to be the first set of trades that go on through, and it's going to be IB Simping and Stark left in a 2 versus 3. Bomb is still down, 24 seconds to work with. They need to start getting a little bit of momentum here. Otherwise, Nixuh might have this round in the bag. Well, it gives away his position, and all of a sudden Stark left in a 1 versus 3, make it 1 versus 2. But they know where he is, the time is there, the chal comes out, and it's going to be Nixuh who secure the round and put themselves up onto map point. And will be putting themselves in the position to potentially go over to Series Point if they win the next round. Don't be fooled by the match point. It is still a lot of Call of Duty between them and winning. So, 2 rounds needed for Aerial and only 1 for Nixuh. Pressure is on. IB Simping and Co. Heading over to that B site. And the utility and etc. not going to be reigning true once more, but it doesn't matter. Bevan is so set up on the point with a little Tommy gun in hand. He's waiting patiently as Mage is the one to draw the first blood. There's Richie's in the vicinity. He spots out Richie's head. Nice shots there. That's 5 in a row now for him. He's looking for the ace, but it's not to be as Stark is last alive in a 1 versus 4. Nice little bit of pre-fire there. The pinch should be instantaneous. Bevan challenges out. It's going to be Nixuh who close out 6-4. And at the moment, we are here with the Nixuh hosted tournament, and we are going into control on Tuscan with the boys over at Area. Oh, they open it up as IB Simping is the one to draw the first blood, giving Bevan a fresh impact. Co. Still staying alive for the time being. Here comes the push from Nixuh. Contest is in from Scorpio, and he has to win as one now. But all three go down for the side of Nixuh. It's just Scorpio pushed up at the moment, and that is enough to cause a delay in the securing of it. Scorpio being shot in the back there, unfortunately. But it doesn't matter. Richie and crew stay true to their course, and they might be able to pick up A here. If I was in the shoes of Nixuh, I would completely chalk up this point. But that is not what they're doing. A Scorpio is still going to be trying to find something over at A. Enough to create a bit of a distraction, but it was not to be paid off as they pushing up now. Mage finds a nice 3-piece there. I'm sorry I missed that, but it doesn't matter as the point now slowly being secured. Here comes Ivy Simping to clear out Scorpio on the point. Teammates now rallying close by. 3 go down. That'll be enough to at least find the first tick over at B potentially, as they are getting the momentum going. And Ariel trying to make something. Here comes Mage with the picture. He is currently on fire. He gets red position. He finds one. Finds two. Unfortunately, it's going to be Bevan's nade who kills him, but it was still enough to stop that push completely. And the life count, unfortunately, over to the side of Ariel Gaming. So, keeping it going. Nixuh pushing up now to see if they can't get another spawn trap coming through. They're going to need that to slow down this pushes because they only need 1 point on either side. So one set of a full team wipe on either side will result in a point being secured. But it doesn't matter as Mage is going huge for his team. And here he comes trying to set up another pinch. But they're onto the point they go. B, that'll be enough. If they stack it, they can get it. That's exactly what's going to happen. So B secured. A has to be found. 1 minute to work with, and the life advantage for Nixuh. But again, another clean sweep will result in the point being secured. So here comes IB Simping round the back. His teammates are falling around him though, so he's going to do the typical thing, and he's going to try and child this hill by himself, which might not be the best play. Well, actually no, he's waiting for his teammates. That's exactly what you want to be seeing. He might be able to cover his rotational course. But Mage and Premium so far on the spawn. That is going to become so crucial in a little bit. But it doesn't matter. Here comes the pinch. IB Simping, onto the point they go. They are trying to get it done here. The contest has to come through immediately by Premium. There it is. Teammates are rallying. And that's exactly what's going to happen there. 8 versus 5, 29 seconds to work with. Rechi leading the charge with help of Adnan. Well, Bevan now goes backwards and forwards. 3 versus 7. For the side of Ariel to clutch on up here. And they need to get onto the point. 2 versus 6. Things are not looking ideal. Bevan holding strong. He mows the timing, and it's going to be Stark left in a 1 versus 6. He will find Bevan, but he can't find any more than that, as it's going to be Nixuh closing out round number 1 in 1-0. Onto attack, go Nixuh. So will they be able to replicate their sort of coercion on defense as the same as on attack? But we'll have to just wait and see. Resources being sent over to A from Nixuh to see if they can find the kills. Bevan opens up the scoreboard once more, and his teammate Mage following it up. Adnan and IB Simping going back to back, getting the kills. It doesn't matter. The first tick has been found, and the second tick will continue equally as fast. He's going to find one. He's going to find 2. Looking for the third, but Scorpio is there to find it. He knows that Adnan is nearby. Here comes the challenge. Bevan keeping it going now. That's 3 in a row now for him. He's looking to potentially find some streaks, as they have a 3 life advantage and they have secured A. No resources over to B yet, but that was enough, and they're looking to push over from this graveyard side of things. Not checking his corners as Adnan finds a beautiful 2-piece, and Premium is now last live on this push, and he gets cut down himself. So a complete reset is needed now from Nixuh if they want to find this round. 14 working their way through this site here. 5 count now back again. 2 go down. They need 1 clean sweep and they can stack the point, and that's looking like it's developing at this point in time. As 3 go down, it is just Adnan, and he seems to be, that is such a classic term that I've been saying all series long. It's just Adnan left, and he seems to be making the play. So at the moment, he has done a fantastic job to slow the push even further. With the help of IB Simping, they are going back to back, and they are able to slow it further enough that the teammates, the team of Nixuh is sort of reeling and waiting for reinforcements. Bevan and Premium, they are still pushed up far enough to make it difficult. And Bevan's got 5 in a row now. Will he make the read onto the next player here? The answer is no, as eventually IB Simping finds him and snuffs out that. 3 go down now, make it all 4. Another reset is needed. 14v14, a minute to work with this Nixuh side. They seem to get something going, and then it is answered back immediately by Aerial Gaming. IB Simping now answers back with a 5-piece of his own. Make it 6. He's trying to find some streaks, and that'll be so crucial as the life count has ticked over to Aerial Gaming, and they have 3 lives in a row. Make it 4. A full set of respawns is a nice cushion, and with the time ticking down, it looks like it's going to be potentially another attacking round going the way, another defensive round going the way of a team. 2-man push coming in the back here. Bevan gets caught with his pants down mid-sprint. 21 seconds, Mage has to try and make something happen here. They are down a couple of lives. He has to win his one against Richie here. He will not be able to do that as Stark is there for the help. Scorpio winning his though, so here comes the push. Backwards and forwards they go. Unfortunately, there is an unfortunate TK there that takes out Bevan. But Bevan, not Bevan, excuse me, I believe it was Scorpio. As it's going to be a 3 versus 8, 4 seconds to work with. No one is close enough. Ooh, as I said, Mage was close enough to get a challenge to come on through. Contest is there, 2 versus 8. This will be an insane play if they can keep it alive. No respawns left. It is just Mr. Mage. He has to leave the point, and that is going to be enough to secure the defensive round for Aerial Gaming. So defense to defense. And in terms of ticks, I believe that it is actually Aerial that are in the lead. As not even the second tick at A was found. At B. Not even the first tick, excuse me. So, I believe in terms of round count, Nixuh has got 3 and Aerial has got 5. The 2 ticks are in the back pocket, which might become evident a little bit later if we get to that round 5. Stark goes back to back here. Finding a 2-piece of his own, but is answered immediately by Scorpio and Bevan. Scorpio pushing up now, and he's going to find another for himself. Bevan in the spawn, doing what Bevan does best. But unfortunately, he isn't able to really find his form as he is cut down. And that push stopped Bevan's tracks. There's currently 6-3 in terms of tick count. And IB Simping and Co. And huge as Stark almost finds a 3-piece. He does, but he's eventually traded. So no time really being found. No progression at the point as of yet for Aerial Gaming. As this Aerial side pushing it up to see if they can't set up a bit of a spawn trap. But Aerial Gaming looking so strong as they will be able to find at the very least another little tick there, and potentially the whole A. There we go. That's exactly what's going to happen. Thank you very much there for that raid once more, dude. Drofter. Appreciate the second raid of the day from the man. As we are in control now. The series is currently 2-0 to Nixuh, and the side of Nixuh on defense here looking a little bit lackluster as Aerial Gaming is pushing on through now. 2 go down. The push beginning to develop. What was that? Hello? Chat, can you guys hear me? Appears that I'm still live. Hello? Can you guys hear me? Okay, all good. Seems like there was a huge lag spike here, but it has been rectified. As it is a 12v10 at the moment. And life count surely in favor of Aerial here. 53 seconds. One team coordinated push is all they need. Mage. Left on an island now. Aerial Gaming. Making their way forwards now. So exactly, you see the kill feed needs to light up with orange, but the trades are there and they are not working out for the side of Aerial Gaming, as it's just Richie. Last live on this push, and he is simply taken out as well. So 29 seconds, 8v8, they need to make something happen, and this is exactly what you need to do from Mage. You see how he's pushed up? He's going to be cutting off these players as they come on through. Stark is first to the fray, he gets taken out. Ardon is there, he's almost taken out himself, so he gets away with his life. Picks up an SMG, and he's going to keep it going. He finds two, almost finds the third, but that is exactly what you need to do to slow the push enough to let your teammates set up around the point, and then you can start to punish, as it is now 4 versus 7. Makes it 3 versus 7, and 3 seconds to work with. That is going to be the push stop dead in his tracks, and another round going the way of a Nixuh. Well, Nixuh back on attack now. And if they want to close out the series in a 3-0, they have to win it here. And they have to have a good start. And if Aerial Gaming answers back and pushes into this board, it might be a little bit more difficult than they anticipated. But we shall just have to wait and see how it goes. First block drawn by Richie, which is not the start you want from the side of Nixuh. It's followed up by a trade. So life count now. Only one in the advantage in the field of but there's still something. Premium evens it up himself. So slowly but surely they're still beginning to tick away. 2 ticks to the name. They know Richie's coming. He is now red. They're pushing on forwards. Here comes Mage. He's going to find 2 in a row now for him. 3 go down. Make it all 4. Scorpio with 5 in a row. That is a perfect break. And they find A. And look over at Bevan. He's caused a commotion over at B. He's still staying alive now. His teammates are going to be rallying towards him as quickly as possible. He is still going. The snaps were quite impressive, but not able to find the second kill. But it doesn't matter, as Scorpio is there to pick up the slack. They will be able to find, at the very least, another tick here. Well, I said they have been killed out. 2 versus the army, as Richie eventually clears out at the B site. But 3 life advantage now. And with over 2 minutes to work with, they can make this retake happen. They just have to be winning their ones. Mage is still pushed up. Wait for his team. That's exactly what you need to do. Not single push. Well, single push it was, and he was punished for it. So, another double in the back pocket of Aerial Gaming as they even up the life count. There's Premium and Co. They're around the back. They're going to be looking for something here. Their teammates need to go big in the mid-map. Richie is looking for Premium. He knows he is coming. Well, Simping finds a 2-piece like that. And another push stopped in its tracks. Or not necessarily stopped, but sort of delayed. As Premium and Scorpio and Premium are pushed up in the back of the map waiting for their teammates. But it was not enough, as all of a sudden it is going to be a just Premium waiting for his teammates. Left 1 minute and 16 seconds to work with. He is just trying to stay alive as long as he can. Unfortunately, he cannot stay alive longer than that, as Richie sniffs him out. Waiting for the team. Trades. Bevan needs to go huge here for his team. But with that clock slowly dwindling, Aerial is sitting pretty. And they are really looking hard at setting up this round 5. In favor of them on defense, because they have more ticks. Richie has got 5 in a row, looking for some streaks, which might be so crucial. His teammates are there to help him out. 12v9, 30 seconds to win. Scorpio is going big. 1 more kill for Richie, and he will have streaks. That's 5 in a row now for IB Simping as well. 2 potential streaks in the works here, and it is 11v6. Well, Richie finds his streaks, and that is going to be a potential game changer. And if IB Simping can do the same, it'll be even worse. 9v5 now. Here it comes. Only 1 away. That's exactly right. So there are 2 sets of streaks to work with for a round 5. That is going to be tough to overcome, as it's going to be Aerial Gaming that closes it out and force the round 5 here. 2 apiece. And because of the manner that they've changed things, it's no longer kills, it is going to be ticks. And I believe that we're now set on defense. They are indeed. So, Aerial on defense, looking to start a comeback here and a potential reverse sweep as they have secured themselves at the very least 1 round more. It's going to be a full B push from the boys over at Nixuh, and they need to win their ones here. Well, at the moment, it's not looking great for them, as it's just Scorpio last alive on that push, as IB Simping has found 10 in a row, and they do have streaks, so things are looking a little bit dire for Nixuh, looking very much like a possibility of a game 4 here, people, as IB Simping has got 35 to his name, and so does Bevan. Trying to make something happen over at this A point. Helps with the progression, and they find 1. First tick is there, looking for the second now. Pushes nice shots there from Richie. Unfortunately, the screen shake from the nade was enough to be an undoing for Scorpio there. But it doesn't matter, as all 3 of them go down once more. And Scorpio and Bevan, they need to make their way on through here. That's exactly what Scorpio and Bevan, excuse me. They have to keep this, and they have to play perfectly. If they get a full 4 here, they have to stack the point as hard as possible so that they can secure it. But remember, there are streaks at play. So even if they all 4 go down, the streaks can be called in immediately, and then the trades will have to work out from there, as it is still very much in terms of life count in favor of aerial games. Here comes the challenge, Adnan keeping it going. They are looking like a different team altogether. And here come those streaks, like I was saying, IB Simping with Richie with that light bomb in hand. IB Simping should be following it up as he finds another 11 spree for himself. And they have really boxed in this Nixuh side. And things are not looking good. It's looking very much like it is going to be a game number 4. Another HP. Streets from IB Simping and Richie. Mage and Co going big there. They're onto the site. They found another 2. But if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be IB Simping with his second streaks to clear the point. Will it be enough is the question. The answer is yes. He manages to find 1. But the rest of the team has to rally, as it is still very close. 51 seconds. It could be squandered. He has all 4 go down. They need to stack the point. Nixuh trying to make the hero play here. All players need to get onto the point. Bevan going huge. That's going to be the second tick now. Richie squandering forwards. It's going to be Mage who goes big for his team. He has to find Adnan here. He knows that the push is coming. He wins his 1. The stack, it's coming. Here we go. IB Simping goes down. It's going to be Fair Mage with 5 in a row. They have to break it to the point. The contest is there. It's Richie versus who? Premium. He has to get on close. Oh my goodness. A 6 versus 6. No streaks to work with. That was enough to spark the fire. They have to keep it going now. Life count now swung back over for Nixuh. Here comes the push. Even up once more. 30 seconds. Waiting for his teams. Look at Bevan. Trying to get a severe pinch, but unfortunately he is snuffed out. So, 4 versus 5 with 23 seconds to work with. 3 versus 4. It is coming down to the wire. Stark wins another one of his own. Bevan and Mage make it just Bevan in a 1 versus 4. Doesn't check his corners. And it is going to be aerial gaming that close it out. It was close. Do not be fooled. That round nearly went the way of Nixuh. But in the... Alright, everybody. Potentially the last game of the evening. Said that about the last one. But this is a crucial one for aerial gaming to clutch on up here, because if they win this one, they are going to be in the running for a reverse sweep. As we see Stark climbing trees and Premium opening it up with a popcorn, and all of a sudden it is going to be Adnan last alive on this push. He might be able to find 1, and second to his name, looking for 3, as he is still a force to be reckoned with, even with just a pistol. It doesn't matter. Time now being secured by the boys over at Nixuh, and another 3 go down. Looking to start off this HP right. As they find first of the kills uncontested, and they're looking to box this aerial side in on the rotations here, and Bevan is doing exactly that. Look at how he is challenging as he finds a quick 3-piece, almost a 4-piece to his name, and he gets away with his life. Reload comes on through there. He's looking to work his way towards some streaks. Bevan with that AR in hand is something we like to see. Not usual, but he is still going huge for his team as Mage finds a 3-piece for himself there, and onto the point they go, as they are going to be going back to back here on kills. As I said, that it's going to be all 4 down, and aerial gaming burst around to the point. Scorpio Scorpio going huge now. That's 3 down. Simping finds another 2-piece for himself there. The contest is in. Mage comes out on top with 5 and 2 to his name. Almost gets the third kill in a row there, but is not to be, as this hill has been nothing but scrappy. No real semblance of control for either side. 2 go down now on the side of Nixuh, so Aerial Gaming will be picking up the scraps. The rotation is in. Scorpio wins his 1, looking to secure those spawns. Premium turns and burns onto Rechi. Adnan is pushing on up. Will he be able to get away with his life? Is the question. The answer is no. So rotation now, 1 by Nixuh, and this is typically where you see teams find good 60, and this is where they're going to need to do it. Stark making his way on forward. Finds 1, but is immediately traded forward, I assume. Yes, the answer is yes. Bevan still pushed up in the middle. Almost finds Adnan there, but the drop shot not quite quick enough. He couldn't get through the floor. And the spawns flip on out, as I believe it was actually Stark who got his way around the back there, and he's now trying to make something happen as Bevan is taking out his teammates and clearing the point, unfortunately. But it doesn't matter. Time's still ticking over as they have doubled the score of Aerial Gaming at this point. But here comes the break. Potentially Bevan finds 1. The trades are there. Rechi comes out on top over the back of a 2-piece. Pushing on up to see if he can't chain together these 2 kills, as they are still very much in the running for this game here. As Adnan finds Bevan. Scorpio in the back, holding the spawns. So rotation at least 1 by Nixuh once more, but will they be broken is the question, as Bevan is out on a limb here. Trying to see if he can get set up in a bit of an off angle to cut off these rotations. And look at the maps where they have completely boxed this aerial side onto the cliff spawn. And they're going to be keeping them funneling through there. As 3 go down, IB simping the last one pushed up on this kill here. Premium. Finding something. Uncontested for the first 30 seconds for the side of Nixuh. Another push developing now, but it has been stopped once more, as this is looking like a money hill for the boys over at Nixuh. And it appears that they're going to be chalking it up completely and setting up for the next. Aerial Gaming that might come back to bite them, as their score has just been over doubled. And Adnan is going to be trying to get set up on the next hill here, but here comes the push from the boys in gold. Edge slowly working on through the mid-map now. Bevan is the first to fall on this push. Having some at the end of the day, not issues enough, as it is going to be Mr. Premium and Mage going back to back, and Bevan draws another TK, which is not something you want to see, and it's further slowing down his team here. But regardless of the point they go, Nixuh and co holding pushes for now, as Rechi finds his position in the mid-map now to see if he can't get these rotational kills. The answer is no, as Bevan and co go huge. Scorpio onto the point. He's looking for more onto IB simping, but the stun wasn't enough to help him finish the kill. But even though it wasn't a perfect 60 for the side of Aerial Gaming, that was still a very confident hold. But in the interim, it appears that Nixuh has got the rotation and are going to be looking for those scraps of about 4 or 5 seconds. Here come the boys. Premium finding another 2-piece for himself. They're looking for the third onto Adnan. Times. The boys over at Nixuh. Just extending their lead even further. Blocking and weaving around there. Mage goes huge. He finds a 2-piece. He knows that Mr. Wow, Adnan was weak, but he gets cut down. So, point once again in the hands of Nixuh, and they are finding the kills, finding the rotations, finding the time, as they are a full 80 points ahead of this aerial side. Now they will be rotating over. See if they can get some kills, or the rotational kills at the very least. As IB simping has been pushed up, and he will be gifted a free kill. Did they just cross one another? Oh, there we go. Looking to box it back in once more is going to be Aerial or Nixuh. Wow, nice shots there from Scorpio. As IB simping has been put into the dirt, and they are looking to eclipse the 200 point mark now, as Nixuh setting up the first set of pushes. First set of pushes sort of not necessarily completely stopped, as 3 go down now, and onto the point go Aerial Gaming, looking to get out of that 100, or potentially stop being 100 club, as they are fighting for their lives. Here comes the challenge now. I believe Mage is in. That's exactly right. He finds 1, but is immediately traded with that. So, backwards and forwards, the contest continues. Pistol in hand, pushing forward now. More close to his name. Premium is there to come out on top. Potentially, that's exactly right. He finds 3 to his name. And onto the point they go. Rotation is in, and guess who's there? It's going to be Nixuh, and 200 points potentially. Premium just has to win his 1 here. He does. But 199 is close enough for 200, as Bevan is looking for more. Rotation is in. Certainly winnable here, but the hold has to be perfect. Even 1 contest will deny them the win. And for now, Premium holding strong in the back of the map, but it looks like the spawns have been flipped on out. That's exactly right. So Nixuh have to keep composure even without the close spawns, and Scorpio last alive around the point. He is just keeping the contest alive for as long as possible, even though Mage is finding a quick 2-piece there. Richie finds another 2 of his own, and Aerial Gaming bust their way onto the point. They're certainly not out of this, but they have to go far, as only 30 seconds is needed for Nixuh. And it looks like Nixuh isn't going to be giving up this hill without a fight, as there will be 1 more push to come, and the rotation is there. It looks like they have actually chalked it up completely, but going off of the previous P4, it was so well and truly in control of Nixuh. If I was in the shoes of Aerial, I'd have to keep cool, calm, and collected and really make things happen. Well, Ivy Simpic is the first one to open up the scorecard there on the rotational kills. But will that be enough to keep it going? There's only 20 seconds needed now. Well, again, Bevan with the nades. That's the 3rd one this game. He is just completely taking out his teammates. And that might have been enough to open it up here. As Arnon is eventually pushing on up, he gets taken out. Spawns will flip out here, if I'm not mistaken. That's exactly right. So, what was looking like a perfect hold simply squandered by Bevan's nade. And it's going to be Aerial Gaming who bust their way on through, but only 10 seconds needed. So another break from Nixuh will be enough to secure this hill on this map and the series. There comes close. Wins his close 1-on-1, is eventually traded, but the spawns have been flipped on out once more. With only 10 seconds to work with, they cannot win it here anymore. They have to get the rotation coming through back over to P4. So it was looking like a done deal, simply stopped by an unfortunate TK. As the rotation is in, and Richie is there picking up the time of that docks. Bevan now pushing in through. Couple of teammates through the mid-map they come. Bevan with SMG in hand, finding Richie, looking for the second, but it is not to be the Premium. He might be the one to pick up the slack. He's last alive on this push. As it appears that some perfect HP being played by the boys over at Aerial, even though it is only 2 points needed for Nixuh. They just need 1 singular break and they can win it here. So, wait for your team and play sort of passively. Do not throw lives unnecessarily and feed streaks, which is appearing to be what is happening now. Is IB Simping still picking up their time. They will be able to eclipse the 200-point mark now. I was in the shoes of Nixuh, I would chalk it up and go to the next hill. That's exactly what's happened. But the rotation has to be perfect from Aerial Gaming, and it's a good start from Adnan, but it's not enough as there's no one nearby, and it is going to be Nixuh who close out the series in a 3-0 and the game 250 to 205.